Moonchild. Hey, Jelani. It's good to see you guys. And yeah, I think I really need to just start this off on like a huge congratulatory step because this week has been incredible for you. I don't know if I should do snaps or an applause. But of course, the single that you guys have together called Comfy trumped the likes of Beyonce, Lil Nas X, also actually one of my favorite songs right now, Tyga and Janae Aiko's Sunshine, on Music Week's Black Music UK Top 20, which is incredible. Are you guys feeling good? Are you accepting, embracing it? Where you at, and how did you celebrate?
I'm feeling good. I'm excited. I'm literally just doing interviews. Literally, I haven't celebrated, but I feel like after this interview, the reason I'm dressed up when I go, because I'm going on radio as well after this one, and so I'm just like, I might as well just go have some margaritas, you know.
Can you have one for me as well, please, Moon? Because I wish that I could celebrate, but I'm not feeling well. So you can do some celebrating for the both of us. No, wait,
I got you, Chad. I got you.
Okay. Nice.
Well, you know, some alcohol might help with all of the sick feels. Not that I'm encouraging it. You didn't hear it from
spirits are everything.
Exactly. Spirits will kill all the bad stuff inside.
That is true.
Well, congratulations, guys. Honestly, the track is so vibey. It's so good. And also what I really loved is that I think we're kind of embracing and noticing the fact that, you know, the global music village is just getting smaller, and you are both in your own rights doing your part in bringing that together. And you've been making waves on, you know, our continent, in Africa, in the UK, all over Europe, as well as the US. And I know that you guys met up and, you know, kind of collabed when you were out in America. So do you want to tell me how exactly that came about?
So actually this part, Jelani tells it better.
Jelani, please take the stage.
Yeah, so we were out for South by Southwest for the festival, and we had some mutual friends, some really sick mutual friends, and they kind of were together at dinner. We met up, and me and Moon connected, and it just kind of sparked straight away. It was just good vibes. And when we were chatting, it was just like, okay, cool, if you're ever in London it would be great to actually make some music together. And so we did when she came over.
Yes.
That's amazing. I don't know, Moonchild, I heard that you were like, who's this fine man over here? And that's actually how you spotted him in the space.
You were introduced, literally. It was very, it was very close. Definitely is a fine man, trust. But it was Kweku. You know Kweku Mandela, he's the one who's friends with Jake, who's friends. We just like had bad bits, like they baddies.
Sure, yeah.
Also,
I wish that was the case. I wish that was the case. I said I wish that.
Gotcha, playing with you. Yeah, no. And then I mean, definitely fine man, but it's just like the talent first on some. Because
I knew about Moon anyway, and the music that she'd made, because she did a track with someone who I like massively respect as well, UK artist called Gets, and her part on that tune is just it's so sick. So so I already knew about her and I was a big fan. So it was just it was really nice it's always nice to connect with someone outside of like, you know, because we were in Austin and in Texas and it was just a vibe anyway. So yeah, it was cool.
Exactly. That's amazing. And Moon, I know that you've said in an interview before that when it comes to the world, you speak in the language of collaboration. And, you know, in South Africa, I sometimes feel like that's what holds us back, because it's almost that mentality that it can only be me in the space, you know, but look what comes out of collaboration, the magic that can happen. Take me through how the process was recording in studio. Of course, Trillery Banks also on the song with you. And it was recorded in the evening, as far as I've read. Tell me about the magic that happened in the studio.
It was so nice. It was just like easy vibes. You know, when you go into the studio and you've got someone who's also as wildly creative as you, it's always super crazy, because you know in that moment that it's not even limited to a song or two songs. It's just like, just keep the music coming and we'll just keep rocking. So we get along with Jelani. It was so effortless. And so I be talking my trash, he be talking his trash, and it's just like trash. And out here wanting to sex the whole squad, you know, and we're winning.
Well, I love that you mentioned
I
that.
think the authenticity of it all is literally just like, we just vibed, and it's so easy to just connect in creatively when you just vibe. That was just too easy. So whatever, like we just, you think it, you do it, you don't think too much. There's no moment of we're not sure if this is going to work or not work. In the chopping room, that can be chopped, but in the creative space, we just go. He's crazy. He just comes up with stuff like and then he goes in and
Not the impression.
it's so cool to watch.
No,
that was
fun. That was a perfect impression. No, I do that. I do. Like, I mumble to myself a lot in life anyway. But it was just it was amazing to just be in the same room and like have that creativity flowing, and like Moon's so quick. She just like the ideas just pop out. It's actually superhuman. Like, it's mad because we'd play something and she'd be like, within 30 seconds she'd be like, okay, I got something. Be like, wait, what? What? But it's like, you know, when you're just there and it's just popping, and and the energy is just good, and that's kind of what the energy of the tune was. I feel like in the end that's what it reflected, which was perfect.
Comfy. We were comfy.
You were very comfy. You know, I was in your spot.
Comfy.
I mean, I was in your spot. I was in the spot and I took a photo, but it was a mad angle, so I didn't send it. But I'll send it to you still.
Please do.
I will.
See the photo, please.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that so much, man. I love that you also touched on, of course, the name of the single, Comfy. We know the Queen also released a song of the same title, and I think that's so important to note because that theme of being confident and unapologetic really is taken over, you know, and it is just the standard of how all of us need to be approaching life. So take me through the content of the song Comfy. In both of your sides, I know that you have freedom in your music, in your kind of politics that you put into it. So talk to me about Comfy.
Should I start? I think my biggest part is it's always somehow there's empowerment of some sort, you know. And in my one, it's basically, you know, when you're a squad of hot girls, and a guy thinks he's gonna play you, but when we get along together, it's like, actually, Wally Max, and you just tell him, my whole crew really wants to sex you. We ain't gotta choose, we'll all rock you. And generally that scares people away. So I guess for me, in hindsight, it's actually unity within women, and not being played by an ass, you know, and just going, nah, don't worry, we all hot. We know you, this one's got your number, this one too, me too, but girls, we'll rock him, right? That kind of shit. And you know, it scares boys away. So it's just, I really was just talking in general, but I always think of like where it comes from, and when I picture the song, it's like, oh, actually, I mean, that's actually that. On some, we're not going to be played by a boy. We'll tell the boy that we can all play.
Yeah.
And that's not even the time. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's my part.
100%. And I think from my side, it's being comfortable and being able to respect that, because it's a good energy, and I think it only comes from being insecure in guys when they see confident girls and they feel like they want to shut them down. Like for me, that's never been the case. I always feel like the more that you can give of yourself as a girl and feel comfortable in the space, the better. So that's from my side, and like the enjoyment of feeling comfortable together. Do you know what I mean? Like it's that when you're both kind of clicking and you don't feel like you need to hold anything back. That's the best version.
Yeah. No, I love that, because I think that we've had enough of the cheesy pickup lines. We had enough of the mixed signals, the playing around. I don't know where I stand with you, or do you stand with all of us, you know? And it is just about rocking that confidence, which I think you both do so well in your own ways, man. But speaking about approaches, when it does come to being in the club, I'm really curious to hear how both of you would handle that scenario and situation. Jelani, I'm going to put you on the spot first. How do you approach a girl in the club?
You know what? I'm going to be completely real with you. I'm actually quite shy in the club context. That's not my thing. I would never really go up to someone straight off the bat and be like, yo, what are you saying? I let the vibe play out. If someone smiles at me, then like that's my intro. Like I never go up. I see a lot of guys that go up to people and I'm like, she clearly doesn't have any interest. I mean, she don't like you. I don't get it. But I wait for my moment. If I see a smile, if I see a little look, then I'll go over, and then that's the thing. But yeah, I'm not that guy. I'm not the run up and be like, yo, oh, you look good. I'm not that. That's not me.
I like that. It's some mystery as well, you know, instead of just putting it all on the table. That's dope. And Moonchild, on your part?
I am the direct opposite.
Yeah.
I like always connect on them. Like the difference is that now I send my team. I be like, can you give me that number, please?
Yeah.
And then I'll see if they look away, whatever, you know. So I send my team because I go for what I want. A lot of the times, guys are scared, you know. The ones that have courage usually talk trash. They don't know what to say. They fumble their words. They end up talking rubbish and they miss their chance. And so I guess it's actually a better position to be like, if you're scared, that's fine. Stay scared, but we could rock, you know. So I'm more of I'm a go-getter.
I like that.
So eventually in a situation in the club, we may connect, but like from the different sides of the room.
Yeah, we hope. Exactly. Cross fingers, man. So just to end things off again, congratulations, guys. I can't wait to play this song on my show and introduce it to the Good Hope audience. For those who haven't already been jamming to it on their own playlist, do you have any sort of advice for maybe young folk, old folk, I mean, any folk really that want to become more comfortable in their skin, be it in a sexual context or in a social context of the everyday? How do I be me and be more confident in my skin?
I think it's you not thinking about what else to be but yourself. Explore yourself, play around. You can literally be soul sister today and be a punk rocker next week, but allow yourself to just explore yourself until you find yourself, as long as you're just doing yourself, you know. Motivation is there, inspiration is there, but don't just do you, because literally rather be rejected for who you are than what you thought they needed. Because when you're left, you're never going to question it.
Facts. I like that. Yeah, you rather be for what you are than what you thought. Because it's like when you make a decision as well. Like you, at least if you made the decision and it goes wrong, then you know that it was your decision as opposed to being someone else's. No, I hear that. I agree fully.
Yeah.
And I know Jelani likes me.
Yeah, I do.
Serious. You know what I mean? So it's just like, after all the rejections, look at us now, bitch.
Look at us now. Look at us here. That's beautiful. No, really. Thank you so much for your time today. Like we said, it was going to go by quickly, and it really